Hello everyone, myself Papita Shri, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about array. So what is an array? So array is a collection of similar data type. The data items which is stored at the contiguous memory allocations. So this is a kind of a derived data type in C programming language. So it can store the primitive type of data. So primitive type of data means integer, character, float, double, like that is said to be as a primitive type of data. So array have the capability of storing the collection of derived data types like pointers, structures. So here it is a special type of variables which is used to store multiple values of same data type at the same time. So it is a collection of similar data items which is stored in a memory location. So memory locations means continuous memory locations. The name of the array is a single name. Okay, here is the declaration of array. So here we want to declare and create an array. So before creating an array, we need to know the type of the data, means data types what values we need to be stored in that array, and also we need to know about the number of values to be stored in the array. Okay, first we need to know about the number of values, and we need to know about the what kind of data types we need to store in the array. Okay, so here is the syntax. We can use the syntax for arrays: data type, array name, and size. So creating an array with size and initial value. So here is the syntax for creating an array with size and the initial values. Data types, array name, size equal to value 1 and value 2. The next one is without size and with initial values. We need to use data type array name of equal to value 1 and value 2. So here these above syntax in the data types specifies the type of values which we can store in that array, and size specifies the maximum number of values that can be stored in that array. Example for that is integer array of 3. The value of the array is 3, which has been stored in the integer data type. Okay. So here the compiler allocates 6 bytes of continuous memory locations with the single name. The single name is specified as A. So the name is here, the example of the name is A, and tells the compiler to store 3 different integer values into 6 bytes of memories. Okay. Here the above declaration of the memory has been allocated as A. A is an value of name of array which has been stored in the memory locations of 1, 2, 3. So in this memory allocation, there are 3 memory locations have a common name as A, right? So accessing individual memory location is not possible directly. So compiler not only allocates the memory but also assigns a numerical reference value to every individual memory location of an array. So here the reference number is called index and subscript or indices. So the index value for the example of array is here. Like A index value is 0, 1, 2. So the total number of indices is 3. Like 0, 1, 2, 3. This 0, 1, 2, 3 is said to be as an index. Next, accessing individual elements of an array. We need to access each and every individual elements in an array. Okay, that will be displayed here like A of 0, 1, 2. This is said to be as an individual element, and the index is mentioned in the above 0, 1, 2. There are 3 boxes is there. In that we need to store the array, okay, with their index value and array name. Okay, so array are identified using the combination of array name and index value. So we can use the syntax for these elements is array name of index value. The index value has been specified here. Next, the another example. So if you want to assign a value to the second memory location of above array, that is the array of A. Okay. So we can use the example as A of 1. So A of 1 has been specified here equal to 100. So here we need to fill the array values here, right? In the box, in the empty box, we need to fill the value for each and every array. Okay. So here is the individual elements and here is the index. Okay. A of 1 is equal to 0. We can give the value for the array is equal to A of 1. A of 1 value is given as 100. Next, initialization of an array. So we need to initialize an array during declaration. Okay, how we can initialize an array? We will see like integer mark of 5. Okay, so array is mark equal to, so we need to initialize 5 elements in that. Okay, or we can initialize like mark of equal to 5 elements we need to give. So we need no need to specify the size here, but compiler knows its size as whatever it is. So here for example the size of an array is 5. So here the compiler knows the size of an array is 5. Okay, so that we are initializing 5 elements into it. Next, so we have not specified the size as said as earlier, but compiler knows its size. Okay, here is the example: mark of 0, mark of 1, mark of 2, mark of 3, mark of 4. Here totally 5 elements is there and 5 values are given to that. So mark of 0 is equal to 19 and mark of 1 is 10 and mark of 2 is 8, mark of 3 is 17, mark of 4 is 9. So changing the value of array elements. So how we can change the value of array elements? First we need to make the value for the elements. First we need to declare the array elements. Then we need to change the value of third element. What element we need to change, that we need to give and change, like mark of 2 equal to -1. Here they change the third element to -1. So it will be mentioned like here. Then fifth element is 0. We need to change like that. So input and output array elements. We can take input from the user and store it in array element. So we can, for example, we can take the third element and store it in a array element. Okay, and for this we will take the first element and store it in as first element. Next, so we need to print an individual element of an array. So we need to specify it separately, like printf %d mark 0. If we need to print the third elements means mark of 2. If we need to print the ith element means mark of I.